alongside my partners Thomas and Max. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming NFL season, our predictions, and our opinions on who's going to win the Super Bowl and other stuff relating to the NFL upcoming season. We're just going to recap quickly who we think is going to win the NFC for each division and the AFC. Who do you think is going to win the NFC East?
In the NFC East, I personally had the Redskins, and
I was thinking more the Cowboys.
yeah, so that was kind of a toss-up. But in the grand scheme of the playoffs, neither one of those two teams are going to go that far. In the NFC North, we all had the Packers. The NFC South, we all had the Panthers. And the NFC West, we all had the Cardinals.
How's the AFC looking?
The AFC might be much more tossed up. In the AFC East, you really can't ever count out the Patriots. They usually win. In the AFC North, we have the Steelers. They're looking really dominant this year, and I think they can make a good run. In the AFC South, this one is where it's going to be really close. None of the teams are that great. I think personally the Colts or the Titans are going to end up taking the division. And then finally,
I had the Jaguars, by the way.
The Jaguars.
And then finally, in the AFC West, you have to always predict that the Broncos are going to take the division, even though they lost Peyton Manning. They still won the Super Bowl last year and have lots of great players, but watch out for the Raiders. They're a definite dark horse.
Yeah, the Chiefs too. The Chiefs are looking pretty solid. They have a nice running back, and their defense is looking solid. So they're looking pretty good for the upcoming year.
I'd say definitely if the Broncos end up winning the division, the Chiefs could definitely get the wild card. And my other prediction for the wild card is the Bengals. They're a good team. They're not great, but I think they can easily make it to the playoffs.
I would agree with both of those. The Chiefs and the Bengals would be my wild cards for the AFC too. In the NFC, for the wild card spots, I would probably have the Seahawks and the Vikings. The Seahawks are always a team that's really a really good team, but maybe not as good as their record shows. They kind of have underperformed last year, so I think they'll rebound and definitely get a spot in the playoffs this upcoming year.
So first round playoffs, you have is it Redskins?
So we'd have. Let's just go straight to who we think are the top two teams in each thing. Who we think is going to be in the AFC Championship game, and who we think is going to be in the NFC Championship game. So
in the AFC, you always have to say the Patriots, and then probably the Steelers. The Steelers last year, they're getting better constantly. They have been plagued by injuries, but they're all healthy now and they're ready to make a run.
What about you?
For the AFC, I agree with you. For the AFC, I'd say the Patriots, and also I actually agree with you, the Steelers. Both of these AFC teams.
Yeah, I actually have to agree with both of you. I wish we could have some disagreement, but Ben Roethlisberger is he gets so much crap, but he's a great quarterback. He doesn't really get as much credit as I think he should. And in the NFC, I would have to go with the Packers, and then whoever really comes out of the NFC West, it could be the Cardinals or the Seahawks. I'm personally leaning towards the Cardinals. I think the Panthers are going to underperform this year. They lost Josh Norman. I think that Cam Newton, he had a great year last year, but I personally think they're going to underperform and not make the NFC Championship game.
I've got to disagree with you there. I think there's definitely a chance for the Vikings to make it to the NFC Championship game. I mean, last year, missed a field goal. If they didn't miss that field goal, they're through. The Vikings are a great team. They have great offense, and Teddy Bridgewater, brand new quarterback, ready to get started, and I think they're going to be a great team.
We got to wrap this up quickly. Who do you think is going to be the Super Bowl? What's the matchup, do you think?
I'm looking at Patriots versus Cardinals. I think that's actually what it should have been last year, and that's going to be a close game, but I have the Patriots coming out on top.
I gotta say, I'm a Packers fan, so I'm hoping for the best. I mean, they're looking pretty solid. They're looking good against their division. There's not really, besides the Vikings. If the Vikings take the division, the Packers will be the wild card, but hopefully it doesn't happen. And I'm saying Packers against the Patriots. I think that's.
Who do you think will win?
What?
Who do you think will win?
I'm gonna say Packers 3 under.
So for me, I've got to say probably the Patriots will win the AFC. I feel like they'll probably be fired up after Tom Brady's suspension, and then in the NFC, I would have to go with the Cardinals. And for the Super Bowl champions, I'd have to take the Patriots. They're going to be fired up after Tom Brady's suspension, and my Super Bowl champions, the Patriots. He's got the Patriots because he's got the Packers. Thanks for watching Fourth and Goal.
See you next time.